So let's discuss next model is a V model. So you can see here V-shaped. So you can see, right, V-shape. So this is the verification and this is the validation. That's a V model, means verification and validation. Both will be there. That's a V model means. So V model provides a guidance that testing needs to begin as early as possible in the software development lifecycle model. It also shows that testing is not only an execution-based activity. There are a variety of activities that need to be performed before the end of the coding phase. So before coding phase, you will do a lot of testing activities. So what are all those things? Analysis of the requirements, test case design, review of the test cases, preparing the test data, preparing the environment. These are all you will do before your coding phase. So those are the one it is talking about. That means it will start in the beginning itself. SDLC beginning itself, your activity, testing activities will start here. And these activities should be carried out in parallel with the development activities. These activities should be carried out in parallel the development activities. So both are going in parallel. Development activities they will do and testing activities you will perform. You don't need to depend on anything. Like waterfall model, you have to wait till coding completes, then only will do your testing activities. But here it starts from the beginning and you will do parallelly with the development teams. So and testers need to work with the developers and business analysts. So because you have to interact with the developers and business analysts, you will get the clarity and know the test deliverables, what you need to do, and you will get a better idea. What task when you need to finish and all you will come to know. So the work products produced by the developers and business analysts during the development are the basis for testing in one or different levels. So by starting test design early, defects are often found in the test-based documents. So you can, if you start the testing early, you can find the defects in the requirement document itself, right? So if requirements are clear, it's easy for us. So next testing also you won't get any bugs. While testing actually execution time, you won't get much bugs. That's why so tester must be participated in the beginning of the phase. So the good practice is to have testers involved even earlier during the review of the test basis document. Test based documents means requirement document, those things are test based document. The V model is going to explain you how testing activities can be integrated into each phase of the life cycle. So each phase, what are the different testing activities? See that this is the one. Preparing acceptance test cases based on the user requirements, preparing system test cases, preparing integration test cases. So these all, this V model, verification thing. These are the verification just without executing any code, right? That's what you will do, test case preparations. Then here, when it comes to validation, you will do execution. Component test cases execution, integration test case execution, system test execution, acceptance test execution. Once the coding is done, then all this execution activity you will do. Before coding, you will do only the preparation of test cases. So in the V model, verification takes place, especially during the early stages, as I told you, right, reviewing the user requirements, and even late in the life cycle also during user acceptance testing you will do. So that phases what you will do in each phase very clearly showing. So what are the strengths of V model? So it is easy to use and project management can track the progress by milestones. Each deliverable must be testable. And so if you want each emphasize planning for verification and validation of the product in early stage of the product development. The strengths are So validated. So the verification and validation activities on the product. That's the strength. The weaknesses is it's not easy to control because concurrent events will handle, you need to handle them. That's a very difficult task. So do not handle so iterations or phases if you want to handle, that's a bit difficult. So because a lot of iterations will happen, right? That's why it doesn't handle iterations or phases. It doesn't easily handle dynamic changes in requirements and doesn't contain risk analysis activities. So risk, there is no expert here. So you cannot handle any risk comes. So dynamic changes you cannot handle with this V model. So when to use this? This is excellent as for system where you want high reliability. So then you can go for this, like hospital patient control applications. They will follow more reliability, means always it should work. So without any errors. So such kind of things you want, you will go for the V model. And so all requirements are unknown upfront. If you know all the requirements, then you can go for the V model. When it can be modified to handle changing requirements, just beyond the analysis phase only. Analysis phase before only you can modify any requirements. After so once a design starts, you are not allowed to modify here any requirements. So solution and technology are known, then you can go for this V model. So please catch the difference between waterfall and V model. So V model, so your testing activities will start from the beginning, irrespective of developers' activities. So parallelly will do. So you will involve it from the beginning. But in the waterfall model, you will start only after coding completes. And that is a linear sequential. So one phase completes, then only the next phase it will start. But here it is not like that. All will run parallel. So that's the difference between V model and waterfall model.